We're here at the 47th annual March for Life. There are tens and tens of thousands of people here, but the crowds are overwhelmingly young. And they're young because a quarter of their generation has been killed through abortion. They call themselves the pro-life generation. We're going to hear their stories.
My grandma also had an abortion, and it was for on my mom, but it didn't work. So, my mom was born, I was born. If the abortion would have worked, then I wouldn't be here, and I couldn't fight for the unborn, too.
Indianapolis is very far away, so you must care a lot about this cause.
Oh, really? Yeah, we really do.
I am here to support be a voice for the voiceless and to speak for the unborn.
On the mainstream media, they always tell us that the only people who are pro-life are angry old men. You do not look like angry old men. Was there some personal aspect that made you pro-life?
With my grandma had an abortion, and she kind of carried it throughout life, and she just really struggled with it. And just seeing that really kind of brought me to the more pro-life side, and kind of with her talking to me about that and my mom talking to me about that, and really just helped me to come to that conclusion.
I grew up a foster child, and I see many people who use people's bad experiences in foster care as a supportive reason for why abortion should be legalized, and even promote abortion for those reasons. Because my mother chose life, I'm able to be used as a vessel to help other people in this world.
My best friend is actually adopted, and I can't imagine growing up really without her. And she has been trying to figure out who her birth parents are, but we're very thankful that they were able to give her up for adoption so that I had the blessing of having her in my life.
And you don't think that the suffering that you had to endure, it was just not worth it at all, and be better if you never even had a life?
No, I'm thankful for the life that I have, and if just having that chance means so much to me, and today's a great day for me to remember that.
And you're out here marching and sending a message to the people who say that people like you shouldn't even be around.
No, I actually think that's a very ignorant argument, whether they mean to be offensive or not. To say it's probably better that you are dead than you have a hard life, that's not even their decision to be made, and it's just a very ignorant argument.
My younger sister has Down syndrome, so I think from a very young age, I've just recognized that all life has value, and I really need to support that cause.
In Iceland last year, they announced with glee that they had eradicated Down syndrome, but actually what happened is they just decided to kill everyone with Down syndrome through abortion. That makes the issue ring home for you?
Oh, absolutely. It's hard to watch. I don't think as humans we can judge what life has more value than another.
What do you say to people who say that it would be better for those who have Down syndrome to be killed?
I just ask them to, look at my sister's life and to look at other people with Down syndrome, their lives, and how much joy they have in themselves and how much joy they bring to people around them.
In my freshman year of high school, I became friends with a young woman who had a very, very personal experience with abortion because her mother was encouraged to abort her. Her mother found out that she was pregnant with her after she'd been in a car accident, and she'd been rushed to the hospital. She'd been treated for her injuries, and the doctors, the hospital who was treating her, urged her to have an abortion. They said, based on the treatment you've received, it's very likely that your baby will die or be deformed or injured in some way. And they required her mother to sign paperwork explicitly stating that she'd been encouraged, that she'd rejected having an abortion.
So these doctors were encouraging your friend's mother to kill your friend in the womb?
Absolutely, yes.
If the doctors in the abortion industry had had their way, your friend would not be alive today.
Absolutely.
If the pro-abortion movement had its way, you wouldn't have your eldest brother.
Yeah, we adopted him when he was 8, and he came from a really bad situation. His mom was on drugs, and he never met his dad, and my family, we saved him, and now he's a sergeant in the Army, and he has a 2-year-old daughter.
The rally has ended here at the March for Life, and the march has begun of tens and tens of thousands of people who are giving a voice to the voiceless. And the mainstream media are going to try to deny a voice to the people giving a voice to the voiceless. But luckily, we've been able to hear their stories. I'm Michael Knowles with the Daily Wire. Now we can march.